Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be watching a video called Why the Dutch Are So Crazy About the World Cup. Windmill and a tulip, so Dutch.
Although the Dutch are a proud and patriotic people, they don't often show it. There is, however, one big exception.
Oh, that's the exception. Love it!
The World Cup.
During this tournament, the country is at a fever pitch and awash in a sea of orange. To understand the Dutch obsession with the performance of their
That's
national
the color
team,
of the national team,
go
right?
back in history. 40 years ago, their revolutionary style of play got them to two finals. First in and against Germany in 74.
One.
And then in and against Argentina in 78.
Oh, like 2 years in a row.
Against all odds, they lost both.
So sad.
4 years ago, the defeat against Spain in their third World Cup final just added to the trauma. And bringing up in conversation Arjen Robben's missed chance to decide the match will still make even the slightest of Dutch football fans cringe. Survival tip. Do not mention.
Yeah, do not mention that.
Sure, they're known for their attractive play and have scored some beautiful goals, like this one against Argentina in '98, or this one against Uruguay in 2010. The Dutch national team is like the Anna Kournikova of football. Beautiful to watch, but that's about it. In fact, they even won the European Cup in 1988, which turned the country into a frenzy for weeks.
Oh my god,
But
you're
still,
sick in the
the
boat.
most important prize of all is missing. This year, the team is lacking the star power they've enjoyed in years past. Rest assured, this will not keep the Dutch from celebrating loudly and proudly.
I can see that.
So if you don't like football or the color orange, you'd better leave the country. Also if you're German.
Oh, because they have a lot of rivalry? Okay, so what I... Okay, so hold on. Okay, now it's over. So what I thought they would have won, and that's why because I know again, like I know they're like the Dutch are very famous and they're very good at football. But apparently they haven't won before. I think that's the thing. Like they've been in three finals, like 2 in a row in the 70s and 1 in the 2000s. And I'm surprised by that because I don't know why I thought. They're really good at it, so they must have won at some point because the World Cup is obviously it's like a very old event. So I would think like once maybe you won, but it's gonna hurt. I can see like maybe I shouldn't be mentioning it actually because obviously it's like he was quite offensive. He was like, well, they're beautiful to watch. Like they're very good players. Like they have like a really good style when it comes to like playing, but they haven't managed to actually like convert that style of playing and that like amazing like with like goals and amazing again style of playing and probably a lot of like great players. They haven't managed to convert that into actual results of like you get an actual trophy and an actual cup. So obviously that's gotta hurt and yeah, maybe I'm not rubbing it off. I'm just like I'm saying because I didn't know. I'm ignorant about this, so I had no idea. That it's kind of sad, obviously, that they won because I think if you are from a country that hasn't been close to winning, I think it hurts a little less because it's like, well, whatever. I didn't even got past like the semifinals, or I didn't make it past the first round. We as in your country, not as you as a player, and because obviously when you're in the World Cup, like you feel like you're there in the field with those players. So it's like if you haven't, if your country has an actual shot at winning, it's like, well, it hurts less because you don't really get to fantasize, we're so close, like we're gonna make it. But it's sad because they've been in three finals. So 3 finals, it's like, well, you're so close. You can almost like feel it, you can taste it, you can imagine it. You're just like, yes, we're gonna win. I can see it. Like we're gonna make it. We're gonna hold the trophy. and to lose, like that's gonna suck. And I think it hurts again, it hurts more because if you're close to it, like again, you can taste it. And if you even of course you lose, it's gonna like if you're so high, obviously like well, it's gonna the crash down, it's harder if you're just like, well, you know, I got stuck in like the first floor, it's okay. So you know, I'm hopefully they manage to win at some point, because it's a shame. Like he said, like obviously they're so excited about this every year, and it's a whole thing that paralyzes the country. So well, you know, hopefully, when's the next one? Well, hopefully they actually make it, because it's so sad. And look at all those players' faces. It's so sad. Although sometimes I think that even the actual like the fans and the people from the country actually like suffer more than the actual players. I don't know. That's sometimes, not always, but I think people like the actual fans are like crying tears, like they're super sad and it's awful. And the players are like obviously they're gonna be sad. It's their career. Is, you know, it's happening to them. But I think that maybe they're less dramatic, or maybe they're equally dramatic as the other fans, but maybe they have to like hide it a little better, because they know they're like public personas, and they're public people, and you know they're famous, so maybe they gotta hide a little better, but I had to hide it a little bit better. But obviously common people can be just, you know, like throwing things out the floor because they're super upset. But again, hopefully they win at some point, because again, all that, they're very fanatic about it, and obviously they have the raw talent. So hopefully they win. Hopefully in next World Cup, that I think it's gonna be around the corner. I think it's super close by. Hopefully they'll win, because again, what a shame. But yeah, this was kind of funny and actually quite sad. But that was it for today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.